Hello everyone, it's vanburman here. I just want to touch on a topic that a lot of people have spoken about and a lot of people have some very strong opinions regarding, and that is, of course, the Fine Brothers who have their React channels and they get children and teens and adults to react to all sorts of different things, such as technology, games, viral videos, whatever people may find interesting to have reacted to. And there are other channels obviously that do this, people, personalities in inverted commas, that do various different React channels of their own on various different things. And like I say, people do enjoy them. I've done one, and that was with the Final Fantasy 15 summon, but I had already seen that before anyway, so it wasn't really a blind reaction. I guess I just wanted to give my opinion on it while it was ongoing, whereas a lot of the things that people enjoy from reactions are, you know, their look of shock and horror, and if they can try and stop themselves from laughing, I think that's one of the big things as well. But yeah, not my cup of tea, but some people do enjoy it. Now, going on to the Fine Brothers, they, like I say, are very successful. They've got over 13, I don't know, something million subscribers anyway, so they're doing quite well for themselves, and I think it's more than that across the other channels that they've got. But what they've decided to do, which quite frankly is absurd, but they've attempted to copyright the term react in any sort of video format which involves people reacting, I suppose, or after the fact giving their opinion on a particular topic, on any topic in fact. Now, a lot of people are getting a bit het up about it, you know, worrying that if they put up their reaction videos about anything, that the Fine Brothers will go to their video if it's doing quite well, copyright strike them, or claim the advertisement on the video. Either one. Obviously the strikes are a lot worse because you can lose your channel with 3 of them, as you probably well know. And people are a bit too worried about this sort of thing, in my opinion. It would seem to me to be quite absurd for YouTube to allow one particular YouTube company, network, whatever you want to call them, whatever they're a part of, to be able to say that a word in a video title, in a format of how people make their videos, should therefore determine who owns the copyright. It's not the same. It's not the same as, let's say, showing game footage when a game company owns that game and owns the intellectual rights to all of that property that they've created, e.g. the game. So if someone, I don't agree with it, of course, the whole Nintendo thing, if someone showed Nintendo gameplay, then they have to get permission from Nintendo to be able to show that. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty, you know, cut and dry. But in terms of reaction, I'm reacting right now. I'm reacting to the news about the Fine Brothers. So does that mean that this video can be taken down and I can have a copyright strike against me because I'm going to be reacting to what they've done? No, not a chance. Now, of course, I'm not a student of US law, but a lot of similarities between UK and US law do exist. I've done a good amount of UK law, I would say. And generally, terms like this cannot be, it can't be enforced. You know, it's too broad a term. It's like Disney trying, I don't know if this is true or not, I can't remember, they were trying to copyright a particular word, a very generic word. I think it was something like magic or something like that. You know, the fact that a big company thinks they can be able to monopolize a word like that that's used frequently, is in the dictionary, you know, a common everyday word. I have to pay a royalty to Disney every time I want to use the word magic. I think it was magic anyway, but the point is, it's different when it is a brand. So back in the 90s particularly, any portable player you had that played music through headphones was called a Walkman, whether it was a Walkman or not. Now, of course, the Walkman brand is owned by Sony. They come up with the name of this brand, and therefore they're allowed to copyright that name. It's not an everyday name. It's not a name that's used, not a name that was used before. It's only used since because it, you know, describes that sort of device. But Walkman is such that it doesn't just describe Sony's products. It described everything before the iPod, I suppose, seeing as all MP3 players are now, you know, iPods or MP3 players. But, you know, there were Walkmans before. And this is a similar sort of thing with Hoovers as well, or vacuum cleaners. I've always called them Hoover because, I don't know, my grandma or my mum had a Hoover, but then every vacuum cleaner afterwards was just called a Hoover because it becomes so synonymous with the brand that people start using it for that sort of thing. Now, you may think I've gone off a little bit off topic here. However, it does illustrate the point, what can be copyrighted and what can't be copyrighted. So my advice to anyone who is posting React videos, well, first of all, I don't particularly want to see any of them because it doesn't really interest me. But second of all, you shouldn't worry about putting your videos up. You know, there's a lot of public pressure on the Fine Brothers, and so there should be, because, I don't know, it's really underhand, and it's really sort of against, you know, good ethics on YouTube and on the internet, especially when you've got such a responsibility by having that many subscribers. You've got to be setting, you know, a good example, whereas it does look like they're pretty much just chasing the money, or attempting to chase the money. I don't know. See, that's the other thing that really gets to me. You know, these YouTubers are so big, they've got networks advising them, and the networks who are advising them are so big, you know, they've got to have some sort of legal department that advises them on these sort of matters, surely. And there's no way on earth you think you could get away with something that generic, unless it's some sort of big, you know, stunt that they're trying to pull, which seems really counterproductive. They're going to lose a lot of fans from this, and quite rightly, so they should. It's, yeah, I don't know. They're playing the pantomime devil for no apparent reason. I would be extremely I'd be extremely disappointed, and I would find it extremely absurd if YouTube allowed this to happen. It's absolutely crazy, really. The notion that sort of thing, that, you know, the Fine Brothers will be able to copyright strike anyone that uses the word React in their video, or gets a child and asks them their opinion on something, or anyone their opinion on something for that matter. So, yeah, I don't know. It saddens me that they think they can get away with it, but hopefully in the end they're going to get shot down. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.